Are you having a tough time finding that perfect vacation destination? Well, give Joanne Kortsom an affordable travel a call. With no additional fees, she can find anything, anywhere at the best prices. Whether it be by plane, train, boat, or ground, affordable travel is your place to call. Call today 314-795-6739. You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Well, good evening and welcome back, folks. This is Jake Thompson bringing you all the action live here from Painter Field at the Legion Hall in Ellsbury. It is creeping up on the 8 o'clock hour as we head into this AAA ball game, the single A game of Ellsbury Post number 226 versus St. Peter's Post 313. Went in favor of Ellsbury. Now we're going to see their AAA teams square off. For those of you keeping up, we've been having some video trouble. When I run everything through our preview and check our cameras and everything seems to be functioning, but we just keep freeze framing. So, hence why you have this very oddball image of one of Ellsbury's coaches and their players all out on the field warming up. Occasionally, I will try to continue to see if I can make some adjustments, and if we can get through, maybe hopefully get some video in here, but I'm not going to guarantee it. So we will be going through a lot of audio, and I ask that you bear with me as we do that. Try to keep you up with all the action as we roll. Going to cover some of the starting lineups for both teams here in just a moment. Pitching for Ellsbury is going to be Jacob Stoley. Jacob, if my memory serves me right, is from Silex High School. They recently came off third place finish at the Final Four there. So he will be here tonight starting on the mound for us here. Pitching for St. Peter's is going to be Nick Titone. We're going to go with that, or Titone or Titone. And he will be on the mound for them. We'll cover lineups in just a minute after we break away from a couple messages from some of our sponsors.
As your American Family Insurance agent, Margie Koch believes there's more to insurance than the policy itself. It's about protecting your dreams, including your life, family, home, car, or your business. Please call Margie today to discuss how American Family can help safeguard what you value the most. Her office is located at 200 Broadway Street in Ellsbury, Missouri. You can call 573-898-3161 for more information.
Hey folks, sorry for the drop stream. Once again, just trying to see if we can pick up anything and get it moving as best we can, but we'll see how it works. Starting lineups for Ellsbury's AAA team. Leading off is going to be number 33, Jamon Graham. Graham is going to be playing out in center field. Up next will be number 99, Hunter Klein. Klein's going to be your third baseman. Number 1, Matt Henry, shortstop. Number 47, Kellen McCann at first. Number 5, Austin Bargan's going to be DH. He'll be followed by number 12. That's Peyton White. White's going to be out in right field. Number 2, Cole Dickherber. Cole's going to be behind home plate for Ellsbury. Number 14, John Almas, going to be out in left field. Number 16, Taylor Cormer is going to be at second. And then, of course, as I said, pitching for Ellsbury is going to be Jacob Stoley, coming off that successful season for Silex, one of the local teams down here that around this area locally that did very well, went to the Final Four and put their all in there. So Jake's going to be pitching from the mound for us for Ellsbury. Starting lineup for St. Peter's Post 313 in their AAA team. Number 22, Nick Whitling. Whitling is going to be playing shortstop. He'll be followed by number 2, Colton Doherty. Doherty will be at second. Then there'll be number 5, Matt Maloney. Maloney's going to be center field. He'll be followed by number 16, Austin Bowen. Bowen is going to be DHing. He'll be followed by number 37. That's Tyler Finnegan. Finnegan will be behind the plate catching. There'll be number 12, Jack Schneider. Schneider's at third base. He'll be followed by number 4, Kevin Carnes at first. Number 99, Kyle Addy. He's going to be out in the left. Then there'll be number 13, Ryan Symington. He's going to be in right. And on the mound, as I said, Nick Titone or Titone. I'll figure that out sooner than later. Once again, folks, thank you for joining us. For those of you just tuning in here in the last few minutes, we are having some video quality issues here on the Indian Sports Network. We have the connection. It just, for some reason, isn't feeding through to the system. So it's going to be an audio broadcast tonight as we go. This is Jake Thompson bringing you all the action live here from Painter Field. Once again, thank you for joining us. We're glad to have you here for some great baseball. The sun is going down here in just a short bit. Temperature dropping a little bit. There is no wind going on, but it is a nice afternoon for some baseball, folks. Crowd starting to shift and seems to have grown a little bit from the single A game earlier. Single A game ended up being 2-1 in favor of Ellsbury, if my numbers are right. Yep, 2-1, and that ended just a short bit ago for those of you who were able to keep up with us. Then we do have a busy weekend coming up. I'm not too sure if there's any games the rest of the week, but I know I will be. I shouldn't say I will be, but I do know there will be broadcasts later this week at one point or another. So keep up with us. Check on the Ellsbury Democrats Facebook page as well as in the paper itself for those broadcast dates and information pertaining to it as we bring you both the Legion Ball and the Flyers Pro Elite Team basketball wherever they may play. Great opportunity to catch up, travel with the teams, listen to what's going on as we bring you that action live. Game will be starting here in just a few minutes. We're going to break away to a couple messages from our sponsors, and we'll be back with all the action here in just a second. We may one more time try to break streams somewhere in here, but as long as you keep the connection, you may have to refresh your page. We should be good. Just trying to see if we can bring at least a little bit of the video footage into this, and you can keep up with all that action. Once again, this is Jake Thompson, and thank you for joining us tonight here on the Indian Sports Network.
Carter Ricks Funeral Homes in Winfield and Ellsbury is a proud supporter of the Flyers Pro Elite basketball program. Good luck, ladies, on a great season.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. The St. Peter's team still warming up on the field. AAA games always a good matchup. I think one of the highlights I always kind of found amusing is the efficiency of some of these pitchers and these teams. They really play it hard. A lot of games you see in this level are some definite power hitters and some 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down type innings. These guys definitely make the moves, make it count. So we're going to see what these boys can do tonight as they hit the field. The umpire is now heading on out. Looks like they're getting about ready to go. So we'll see what they're going to do in just a moment. We're going to break stream one more time, and I'm going to see what I can do here to get this to work. Stick with us, and as I said, you may have to refresh your screens, but we're going to try and keep trying until I can bring you something. Once again, we're back with the Indian Sports Network. As I said, trying to keep that stream going. Does look like it froze up again. Just for a little bit it works, and then it goes off the charts. So we'll probably leave you with this screen here, at least for a couple innings, as these boys warm up. As I said, Stoley on the mound. Behind home plate will be Dick Herber. At first, McCann. Second base is going to be Cormer. Shortstop, Henry. Third is going to be Klein. And then going right to left will be White. Graham and Almas. Names all familiar to most of the Indian Sports Network listeners, as these are a lot of these are gentlemen that have played either against Indian teams or played for Indian teams for the high school. So we'll see what action can be brought and where this leads, folks. Overall, the single A game that went on earlier, definitely a little knocking off a rust, I'd say, for both pitchers in some degrees. Might have been their first times out, actually, as on the mound in Legion ball, even too, possibly. But both of them got caught with balking Dane Stuckley twice. But that is kind of how that cookie crumbles. Several repetitive errors right off the bat in pretty short order early in that game, but both those teams seemed to get centered on themselves and got a good lock and really pushed forward through that. You saw some adjustment to it and good work, good effort. So that was definitely nice. The St. Peter's team now off the field after their warm-up, heading into their dugout, as it looks like coaches and umps will be meeting up behind home plate, and we'll get this chit-chat done and get this game started as it breaks 8:10, and this game won't start too far behind in the whole grand scheme of the world. But we'll see what happens. A little bit of chit-chat there on home plate. Here comes St. Peter's coach. Lights on the field coming on now. As I said, that breeze that we had was whipping about a lot right at the start of the game. Kind of died down to a nice ebb and flow. It was real comfortable and nice. Temperature dropping pretty steadily now. Overall, obviously, this is supposed to be a warmer week, increasingly warm as we go forward. Once again, though, folks, thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night as we bring you all the action live here from the Indian Sports Network, and we help bring you right into the action and keep you up to pace with what's going on here in these Legion teams playing at this really nice facility. A lot of work, a lot of effort, sweat, and community support, as well as support from other foundations and groups pulled off where these boys now play. And I got to say, it is a heck of a nice setup and a heck of a good facility. It's all been concrete based now. They've got this new netting instead of the chain link, as well as all the other improvements that they did, the concrete backstop, stuff along that line. It's definitely made for a change of an experience, a better experience, and definitely a positive one for all involved. Definitely these boys, the community, as well as the Legion itself, are all proud of this facility and should be proud of this facility. Well, folks, they are taking the field. So let's see what happens. As I said, from the mound will be Jacob Stoley, number 9. Behind home plate's going to be the catcher. That's Cole Dickherber, number 2. At first base is Kellen McCann, number 47. Second base is going to be Taylor Cormer, number 16. Shortstop's Matt Henry, number 1. And third base is Hunter Klein, number 99. John Olmus, number 14, out in left. Jamon Graham, number 33, at center. And Peyton White, number 12, in right. Infield thrown around by the teams. A bit of an overthrow to that first baseman. Went right on towards the St. Peter's dugout, and those boys definitely let out a bit of a whoop. Folks, we're going to drop one more time and see if we can get this stream to pick up. We'll be back with you in just a minute. To the Indian Sports Network as we're about to start this game, folks. Here we go. Just across your screen were the coaches moving. First batter is stepping up to the plate. That is number 21, Nick Whitling. Nick Whitling, number 21. Nick is the shortstop for St. Peter's. And play has begun. Nick gets settled in. Here's first pitch from Stoley. It's a swing and a miss. Folks, strike one. Stoley gets settled in. Here's pitch 2. And boy, does Whittingley get a hold of it. Whips past Matt Henry out into Graham's glove. Graham gets it to second base there. But not in enough time to let Whittingley get to first. Up now, Colton Doherty. Number 2, Colton Doherty at second base. Stoley looks. Here's a pitch. Showed a little bit of a bunt. They go for the throw to first. But it is safe there. Whittingley makes his way back. Colton Doherty gets settled back in. Check for the runner there at first by Stoley. Here's a pitch. Strike 2 for Colton Doherty. Doherty batting right-handed. He'll be followed by Matt Maloney. Number 5 and 16, Austin Bowen will be in the hole there. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, folks, and that retires Colton Doherty. That is the first out. Up now, Matt Maloney. Matt is a center fielder. He's going to bat right-handed, it looks like. On deck, as I said a moment ago, is the DH, Austin Bowen. Here's a pitch. Time called as Maloney steps out. Box for a second. He steps back in. Gets settled down as the count is 1-0, 1 ball. Ball 2. Stoley checks that runner. Here's pitch. Strike on Matt Maloney. Maloney steps in. Here's pitch. And that's a ball, but I would have called that a strike. Mahoney gets settled back in. Stolly does a check. Here comes pitch. And that's a ball, folks. That's going to walk him, and that's going to advance the runners. There's now runners on first and second, wittingly leading that run. Or leading the runners, excuse me. Up now, number 16, the DH, Austin Bowen. Bowen batting right-handed. He gets settled in the box. He's squared up center in there. Not even up on the edge. Here's a pitch. Ball one. Bowen will be followed by number 37, Tyler Finnegan, the catcher for St. Peter's. Here comes Stoley with it. That's a ball. Gotta wonder what Stoley's thinking on this setup here. Pitch. And it's a strike. Out on the outside of the strike zone there, but it's a good one. At least I'd say outside from my view. It's probably in a little more than what I thought. Runners leading off their bases pretty far out. Pitch comes in. And does Bowen get a hold of it? Goes second baseman. Second base throws short to first. And there are 2 outs, folks, and that seals the deal. What a well-done job by Ellsbury. That was a 6-4-3. And that seals that up with second out and a third out. So, folks, we're going to head into the bottom of the first with the at-bat going to Ellsbury. First batter's going to be number 33, Jamon Graham. Number 99, Hunter Klein. Followed by Matt Henry, number 1. Then 47, Kellen McCann. He'll be followed by number 5, Austin Bargan, DH. And number 12, Peyton White. Number 2, Cole Dickherber. Number 14, John Almas. And then number 16, Taylor Cormer. On the mound for St. Peter's, Nick Tatone. Behind the plate is going to be Tyler Finnegan, number 37. At first is Kevin Carnes, number 4. At second is number 2, Cole Doherty. Shortstop is Nick Whittingley. Third base is Jack Schneider. And then Addie, Maloney, and Symington going left to right in the field. So that's where we stand with the field positions for St. Peter's as we see these boys from Ellsbury take their at-bats and roll on. Here in the bottom of the first inning of play, score 0. For those of you just joining in or tuning in with us, we are having video difficulties, so the screen image you may see is frozen. We are going to keep up with the action and give you audio live as we can, and then occasionally we may stop the stream, drop the stream, and bring it back up, and we'll advise you then to refresh your units at that time, whatever you're using, whether you're following us on a mobile device, iPad, phone, or computer, desktop, anything like that. Graham looks like he's about ready. As I said, Graham will be in the box, Klein on deck, and Henry in the hole. Pitches are warming up. Tatone getting ready. Number 15. So far, warming up, not too terrible. Throwing a couple that have been pretty low and a little dusty, but is what it is when you're warming up is start a game. Just about ready. Ump going to clean home plate. So here we go as Jamon Graham steps on up. Gonna bat right-handed tonight. Graham settles in the box. Dead on center. He's ready to go. Here's a pitch. That's a ball, folks. Graham gets ready again. Here comes a pitch from Tatone. That one, he's hit left and right of the strike zone. 2 balls so far. Here it comes. And it's a pop fly straight in the air, and it's going behind the grandstand, folks. Graham going. Count 2-1. Tatone gets ready for it. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball. He's ready for it. Graham gets the pitch. And it's a walk, folks. Takes his happy self all the way down to first base as Hunter Klein steps on up. Hunter playing third base today for Roseberry. Hunter number 99. Hunter gets settled in. Tatone with the pitch. Whoa, hits the dirt before it even gets near the batter box. Catcher fumbles it like no other, and Graham makes his way to first. Ball hit about 6 inches ahead of the batter box in the dirt. Finnegan jumped up to get it, but he fumbled it out of his glove. Couldn't get control, and people moved. That's a strike. Count 1-1. Hunter Klein gets settled back in. Here's the pitch. He gets the edge of it, and it goes foul behind the stands again. Hunter gets settled. He's ready for it. Here comes a pitch from Tatone. Swing and a miss. And that retires Hunter for this inning. First out. Up now, Matt Henry, number 1. Henry playing shortstop tonight. We saw Henry do a solid season in Legion Ball last year. Definitely showed his ability. Here's pitch. And by ability, I mean range of it. He definitely did well then, as it held up to some of his high school prowess as well. Here's a pitch. And he gets a rip at it in between short and third. Shortstop misses it. Graham's going, and he's pushing hard to home as Henry goes for second. There's a score by Graham, and Henry makes his way to second base, folks. What a way to do it. Score now, 1-0. Graham scores. Well done for Jimin. Yeah. And way to go for Matt Henry to see it. Definitely pushed through on that and took advantage of it well. Pitch comes in to number 47. That's Kellen McCann. He is at bat now. In the box, as I said, Kellen. On deck will be the DH, Austin Bargan. And in the hole, Peyton White, right fielder, number 12. So number 47 gets settled back into the box. He's up towards the edge of it. Here comes a pitch. Ball on the outside, so that's 2 balls for Kellen. Alrighty. Here's the pitch. And boy, does he get a hold of it, but it's going to go foul probably. Yep, it's a foul and over by the batting cage. Heck of a way to have it happen, folks. Nice solid hit. Just got to square it up, straighten it out, send it on packing over the fence line. Count 2-1 for Kellen. And that's a ball. Count 3-1. Runner on second. Henry stepping off the base just a bit out there. Pitch comes in. Down low, and that's going to walk Kellen McCann. Runners now at first and second as Austin Bargan, the DH, steps to the plate. Austin, also a player familiar to many of our listeners, especially those who've kept up with Legion ball in the past. They will recognize his name, as well as some of the others we've already mentioned. But these guys generally by AAA, have a continued presence, and we all know of them at least in one way or another, some part. First pitch is a ball. Bargan gets settled back in. He's just a bit opened up, but he's towards the edge of that batter's box and settled from home plate. Here it comes. He gets a clip at it, and it goes foul. Pitch comes in, and it's a strike, folks. So that's 2 strikes, 1 ball for Austin Bargan after that foul that was just before it. Titone with the pitch. And boy, does Bargan get a rip at it. Goes towards second baseman. Second baseman tags up, throws to first. And it is 2 outs, and that seals that up. Ends that deal. Well, as we leave the first inning of play, score 1-0. We're going to break away for just one of the many messages from some of our sponsors here, helping us bring you all the action live on the Indian Sports Network. Once again, this is Jake Thompson, and thank you for joining us on this audio-only and frozen framed broadcast tonight. So we'll be back in just a minute.
Are you having a tough time finding that perfect vacation destination? Well, give Joanne Kortsom at Affordable Travel a call. With no additional fees, she can find anything, anywhere, at the best prices. Whether it be by plane, train, boat, or ground, Affordable Travel is your place to call. Call today, 314-795-6739. You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Folks, before we head into this second inning, I'm going to try to drop the stream and see if we can pull it back up again. So, folks, you may have to refresh, but we will be back in less than 30 seconds. Alrighty, folks, we are back here live on the Indian Sports Network. Hopefully you are able to keep up with us. I thought we might have some luck there for a second, but it does look like we are freeze-framed again, so we will stick with this. Thank you for joining us here tonight as we bring you all the action live from Painter Field. This is Jake Thompson. Our first batter is going to be number 37. That's Tyler Finnegan, the catcher, for St. Peter's Post, number 313. He's going to be followed by Jack Schneider and Kevin Carnes. He gets settled in. Here's the pitch from Stoley. That's a ball for Finnegan. Here's another pitch. And he gets a clip at it, and it goes foul. There's a pitch. Strike. So we got count being 1-2 for Tyler Finnegan after that little foul there and the ball before it. Down in the dirt. Rolled off. Ump going to take the ball out to the pitcher. Walking it out there. And here we go. Count 2-1 for Tyler Finnegan, number 37. Schneider on deck. Alrighty, boys, there was a hit, but folks, it got picked up and taken care of, and he is a dunner. That's an out. It's a 6-3. Got to that shortstop, relayed it just as quick as he could. Took care of that. Nice and fast. Here's the pitch. And it's high, folks, but it is what it is. Here comes Stoli. There's a strike. Count now 2-1 for Jack Schneider. Pitch is in. And he gets a whip at it, folks. It's going high. Right fielder getting under it. And White sealed that up. That is an out. Pitch comes in. Swing and a miss by number 4. That's Kevin Carnes. Strike. There it comes. Swing and a miss again. That's the second one. So 0-2 is count. Here comes Pistoli. Outside this time. That's a ball. Pitch comes in, folks. Count is evened up and full. And, folks, he is going to walk, so Kevin Carnes gets walked after that 4th ball, and he is sitting there at first as Kyle Addy steps up. And there's a pitch, and that's a strike for Kyle Addy. Okay, folks. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Count 1-2. Here's another pitch. And count should be, I believe, 2-2 even. Alrighty, folks. Here it comes. Strike 3, and he is out. And that is the 3rd out there. So that ends the top of the 2nd. Score 0-0. As we round out that portion. And we are now going to see Mr. Titone on the mound as as St. Peter's hits the field. We're going to break away for a short message from some of our sponsors. We'll be right back here in just a second on the Indian Sports Network. This is Jake Thompson, and thanks for joining us on our audio-only broadcast of Legion Baseball tonight.
As your American Family Insurance agent, Margie Koch believes there's more to insurance than the policy itself. It's about protecting your dreams, including your life, family, home, car, or your business. Please call Margie today to discuss how American Family can help safeguard what you value the most. Her office is located at 200 Broadway Street in Ellsbury, Missouri. You can call 573-898-3161 for more information.
Alrighty, folks, number 12. That's Peyton White will be at bat. He'll be followed by Cole Dicker, number 2, the catcher on deck, and number 14, John Almas in the hole. Tatone on the mound. Score 1-0. I said that wrong earlier. But let me tell you, Peyton White got a hold of that ball, folks. Nice hit, but it went straight into the glove of the center fielder. Got a hold of it. Nice crack of the bat, but fly out 8. First out. Now up Cole Dickherber. Score 1-0 in favor of Ellsbury. Correct my prior statement. Up now, as I said, number 2, that's Cole Dickherber, the catcher. First pitch was ball. Second pitch also a ball. Definitely both of them out there. There's a strike. Came in nice and hot from Tatone. And count is now 3-2, I believe. And with that, though, it walks him. Another ball. So now we have a runner on first as number 14, John Almas, steps up to the plate. Almas had a fairly solid season in Ellsbury Indian ball. And he gets a grip of it, folks. Knocks it straight to shortstop. Shortstop picks it off, gets it to second. Second to first. And I believe that is going to pick up both outs and finish that up. Oh, nice hit by John, but heck of a way to have it go. So that was a 6-4-3. And that got us our second out and our third, and that seals up the second inning of play as we head into the third, folks. And zip along, score 1-0 in favor of Ellsbury. We'll break away for just a quick message from some of our sponsors that help us bring both Legion Ball, Flyer, Pro Elite, and some of the other sports to the airwaves and to this broadcasting system. So once again, this is Jake Thompson with the Indian Sports Network, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Carter Ricks Funeral Homes in Winfield and Ellsbury is a proud supporter of the Flyers Pro Elite basketball program. Good luck, ladies, on a great season. Are you having a tough time finding that perfect vacation destination? Well, give Joanne Kortsum an Affordable Travel a call. With no additional fees, she can find anything, anywhere, at the best prices. Whether it be by plane, train, boat, or ground, affordable travel is your place to call. Call today 314-795-6739.
Alrighty, folks, as I said, we bring you all the action here on the Indian Sports Network, whether it is Flyer Pro Elite, Legion Ball, Ellsbury Indian, basketball, baseball, softball, or Indian Hawk football. It all comes here on the Indian Sports Network throughout the year. Really, 12 months a year, you can find at least something every once in a while. We've got it going. So as we head into the third inning of play, first batter, I do believe, should be Tyler Cormer, number 16. Or no, excuse me. Flip my page over. Should be Ryan Symington, number 13. I knew my numbers did match up. Here's the pitch again. We got one ball already. There's strike two. Here's the pitch again. Problem I'm having, folks, is this is number 27. I thought I was right in my lineup, but 27 is not on any of these lineups that I was given. So this is a sub that I did not know about for Symington. Count now, full for number 27. Pitch comes in, swing and a miss. And that's going to send him packing back on to the doghouse. First out there in the third as Nick Whittingley, number 21, steps to the plate. Nick got as far as second base in the first inning. So we'll see what happens here in the third. Pitch comes in from Stoley. Down in the dirt, so that's a ball. Pitch comes in again. Swing and a miss. Here comes it again. And he gets a clip at it, and it goes foul, so that's a strike. Stoley on the mound. Here's the windup. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that sends him packing back on down to the dugout as well. So we get 2 strikeouts here for Stoley. His 4th of the night so far. Here comes Colton Doherty. Doherty settled in. There's a swing, and he gets a rip at it, folks, and it's going left field. Left fielder gets under it and picks it up, and we are done with the top of the third. Nice play by John Almas. John got out there underneath it, saw it coming, and zapped that up just as quick as it could be. So, folks, as we head now to Ellsbury's at-bat and Tatone on the mound, first batter should be Taylor Cormer, number 16. Unless they switch something up like St. Peter's just did a little while ago. So, we'll see what happens here. Cormer should be followed by the top of the lineup, Jamon Graham, that's number 33, and then Hunter Klein, number 99. Here in the bottom of the third. Pitcher warming up. Temperature is, as I said, dropping nicely. But it is a nice evening for baseball. Lights definitely got this place going. And folks, here he steps and it goes. Number 16, that's the second baseman, Taylor Cormer. Cormer gets his mind in place as he looks around and checks the field, steps into the box, centers up, and he is ready to tone on the mound. Gets the signal. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Here's the pitch again. Down and dirty, but that's what it is. Here she comes again. Count now 2-1. Those last two were just on the outside edge. Swinging around. Here it comes again. He gets a clip at it. It goes foul. And that's going to be another strike, so count 2-2. And folks, that ends up being an out there as he gets a nice clip at it, but they are able to cut him off at first and tag him out. So as he retires back to the dugout, that's going to bring up Jamon Graham. Graham gets settled in the box and he is ready to go. And folks, same almost exact scenario. Nice hit, but it gets picked up and thrown right to that first base, and we are just wrapped up into that second out. Up now, number 99, Hunter Klein. Klein's going to be followed by number 1, Matt Henry, possibly. Pitch comes in, and that's a strike on Hunter Klein. Tatone definitely doing work so far. Only one strikeout, but he's had some definite pitches that have led to active plays that were able to seal up the deal and handle the situation. We see that as a lost opportunity, but in some way, but it worked well. All right, folks. Tatone on the mound. Here's the pitch again. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. Count is double facing each other with 2 outs. So we're 2-2-2-2. Pitch comes in for Tatone. Now we're 3-2. Count full for number 99, Hunter Klein. Klein gets settled in. He's ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, folks, and that retires him, and that is a strikeout for Tatone. And the third out here in the third. We're going to head into the fourth inning of play, and we will pick that action up as Matt Maloney, number 5, center fielder, will be at bat as he faces the pitcher. That is Jacob Stoley. So we'll be breaking away for a message from one of our many sponsors here in the community. take a listen to them, and then we'll be back here on the Indian Sports Network.
Are you having a tough time finding that perfect vacation destination? Well, give Joanne Kortsum an affordable travel a call. With no additional fees, she can find anything, anywhere, at the best prices. Whether it be by plane, train, boat, or ground, affordable travel is your place to call. Call today, 314-795-6739.
Alrighty, folks, good evening and welcome back to the Indian Sports Network as we're right about to break the 9 o'clock hour. We're heading into the fourth inning of play in the top of the fourth. On the mound for Ellsbury, still Jacob Stolle. Behind home plate is going to be Cole Dickherber. At first base is Kellen McCann. Second base is Taylor Cormer. Shortstop's Matt Henry. Third base is Hunter Klein. And then going right to left, we've got Peyton White, Jamon Graham, and John Olmus. Stepping into the batter's box as we speak is number 5 for St. Peter's. That's Matt Maloney. On deck will be Austin Bowen, their DH. First pitch to Maloney is a ball. And then Finnegan will follow Bowen. Swing and a miss on that one. That is a strike. Count 1-1. The actual scene here in terms of daylight is much different than probably what's froze frame on your screens at home, folks. But we may update that in a minute when I refresh here at the end of this inning. Count out 2-1. Matt Maloney. Okay, folks. Count now 2-2. And there's the third strike, folks. That retires Matt Maloney. And that is our first out as Austin Bowen, the DH, steps to the plate. There's a strike on that first pitch to Bowen. Here comes another one from Stolle. That one's gonna be a ball. It was down and kind of slumping in the dirt. And boy, does he get a hold of it, folks. Knocks it towards third as it bumps around and they get it to first. He's out. He had a good snap on that. It sounded like it was going to go somewhere straight and far, but it just went right into where it needed to go. Alrighty. Ball 1 to Tyler Finnegan. Finnegan's a catcher for the team. 2 outs. Here's strike 2. Pitch comes in. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, folks, and that retires the third batter Adds another strikeout to the pile for Mr. Stoley. As we head into the bottom of the fourth, score still 1-0 in favor of Ellsbury. Stoley been fairly efficient. The first inning he had 4 batters. The second inning he allowed 4. The next inning 3, and then this last inning 3. Alrighty, folks. Titone warming up on the mound. First batter should be Matt Henry, number 1. That's the shortstop. Done fairly well for these fellas. Here in the bottom of the fourth, we will go. As I said, Stoley fairly efficient, but also Titone. First inning, 5 batters was his longest run. Second inning was 3, and third inning was 4. But heck of a way to run it. Heck of a way. So folks, let's see what's gonna happen on the field. Titone obviously on the mound. Finnegan behind home plate at first is Carnes. Second is Doherty. Whitling is at short. Schneider at third, and then right to left is Symington, Maloney, and Addy. Matt Henry steps into the batter's box. He's ready to roll, folks. Make something happen for these Ellsbury boys on the AAA team. Once again, this is Ellsbury Post 226 AAA versus St. Peter's Post 313 AAA. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch, I believe, also a ball. Here it comes again. Down the dirt, and that's a third ball. We just crossed the 9 o'clock hour of Matt Henry in the batter's box, and there's a strike in the fourth inning of play. Bottom of the fourth, 1-0. There's the pitch, and he gets a hold of it, clips it right into the shortstop's hands. Whittingley just picked that off, just as simple as could be, and that's going to send Henry back into the dugout with Kellen McCann stepping up to the plate. Nice hit by Matt, but needed a little higher and a little more force to it. McCann will be followed by Austin Bargan, who's the DH, and there's a first strike call before I can even finish saying that. Titone getting centered in on the mound. He's ready to roll. Pitch comes in, and that one is a ball. Number 47 is playing first base tonight. Kellen done well from first. Pitch comes in for Titone, and he gets a rip at it, folks. It's going right field. Right fielder's underneath it. He picks it up, and that's an out. So there's a second out as that one just goes right to 9. Up now, Austin Bargan, the DH. Bargan gets settled in the batter's box. He's batting right-handed. He's ready to roll. You can tell he's serious. He's focused. But there goes the ball from Titone. Temperature, as I said, is dropping. It is definitely chipper here. I made a poor decision of wearing shorts. Bargan gets a hold of it, but it goes foul. Count 1-1. Pitch comes in to Bargan. He gets a clip at it again. It goes foul again, and that's leaving the count 1-2. Here's the pitch from Datone. That one comes in right about where Austin Barnes' head is. He ducked down and over to miss that. Count now should be 2-2. Pitch comes in at strike 3. And folks, that is the third out. That ends the fourth inning of play. And that makes for the third strikeout for Tatone. As we head into the fifth inning of play, we're going to break away for one short message from one of our sponsors. We'll be back with you all in all the action on the Indian Sports Network. Stick with us. We're also going to probably break the stream at some point real quickly just to see if I can get it to work any better. But please bear with us. We'll be back 10 to 15 seconds later. So if we go dark, just refresh your device.
Are you having a tough time finding that perfect vacation destination? Well, give Joanne Kortsom at Affordable Travel a call. With no additional fees, she can find anything, anywhere, at the best prices. Whether it be by plane, train, boat, or ground, Affordable Travel is your place to call. Call today, 314-795-6739.
Good evening, folks. We are back here on the Indian Sports Network. As you can see, we are bringing you all the action live as it goes. We're in the fifth inning of play, score 1-0. And I will not jinx myself by saying anything about what you can or cannot see. But we are streaming live now, bringing you all the action. It's 9:05. At bat is number 12. That's Jack Schneider. First pitch is a ball, and it does appear that your screen froze up after an extended period of working. Second pitch, also ball. As you can tell from the first screen, we are in a darker situation now. A little later in the day. Pitch from Stoley comes in. That's a strike to Jack Schneider. On deck is going to be Kevin Carnes. He's their first baseman. He's number 4. Number 99, Kevin Eddy. Left fielder will be in the hole. There's a clip of the bat, and that goes foul, so that means we are 2-2 on the count. Here's the pitch. There's strike 3, folks. And that is the first out as Jack Schneider heads back to the dugout. And Kevin Carnes heads to the plate here in the top of the fifth inning of play. And, folks, he gets a grip on that, but it goes foul. So that is a strike for Kevin Carnes. Kevin's ready for it. Here comes a pitch from Stoley. And it's a strike. Nice and tight. Right in that zone, right on the edge of the bottom. It's 2 strikes, no balls, 1 out. Stoley looks ready. Here comes the pitch. He's focused. And that is strike 3, and that is an out, folks. You talk about dialed in today. He is on the dot. Up now, Kyle Eddy. There's a strike. Count now. 2-1. Strike two. Count is now full, I believe. It's all up to Stoy to seal this up. Here's the pitch. Strike three, folks. Doesn't even have to be called out. They know it was there, and it was good by Stoy. Heck of a nice job as he retires all three. 3 at-bats and 3 strikeouts here in the fifth. So we're going to head now into the bottom of the fifth, and Ellsbury's at-bat. Score 1-0. Definitely a good game, solid pitching you're seeing here, folks. Stolley particularly. Tatone trying to hold his ground up, but just not completely there yet. So we'll see. First, Ellsbury AAA player at bat should be number 12. That's going to be Peyton White. Followed by number 2, Cole Dickherber, and then 14, John Almas. We're going to break away for a quick message and be back in just a second.
Are you having a tough time finding that perfect vacation destination? Well, give Joanne Kortsom an Affordable Travel a call. With no additional fees, she can find anything, anywhere, at the best prices. Whether it be by plane, train, boat, or ground, Affordable Travel is your place to call. Call today, 314-795-6739.
Alrighty, folks, we are back here on the Indian Sports Network. This is Jake Thompson, once again bringing you all the action live at this audio-only broadcast. Once again, technical difficulties always seem to get us, whether it's sound or video. Every once in a while, we seem to get knocked down, and we'll figure it out. And before next broadcast, you'll see it all working again. First pitch is a ball, and that goes to number 12, Peyton White. Second pitch from Tatone. Also ball. Nick Tatone on the mound. He gets settled in. Checks the sign. He likes it. Here comes the pitch. And there's a rip by White. White is going left field, and it's going. And it is out of the park, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Peyton White, home run. Here he comes. Heck of a nice hit over the high wall. Highest wall in the park. Over left field. What a hit by him. Heck of a job. Stepped up there after 2 balls. Home runned it. Heck of a job. Way to go, Peyton White. Definitely a nice start to this inning, for a nice start to this at bat. Obviously, St. Peter's circling up, having their players talk, getting a chit-chat going in. But, folks, that went for the high wall, the far wall, and that was soaring and over it. Settled in now is Cole Dickherber. First pitch to him is a strike. Pitch comes in again. Second pitch to Cole Dickherber, number 2 catcher. He's a ball. Just a great hit by Peyton White. Way to go. Swing and a miss on that, and that is going to be strike 2. I guess I called it. Yeah. Count 2-1, or 1-2, excuse me. Pitch comes in, and he gets a clip at it. It goes foul. It's going high. It might come down to that first baseman's glove, and it sure does, folks. And that's the first out as Cole Dickherber is sent packing. I am still just kind of just in a little bit of a daze after that nice hit. Peyton lined that up, drived it hard, and I mean, it wasn't one of those real high arcing. It was pretty straight with a good run on it. First pitch to John Almas is a strike. Tatone honing it in there. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes a pitch. Hits over against John Almas's back, and he is going to first. Up now is going to be number 16. That's Taylor Cormer. Cormer will be followed by the top of the lineup, number 33, Jamon Graham. 1 out. There's the throw over to first, trying to keep John almost honest, but John is fast, and he got there when he needed to. Good job for him. And John's moving because there's a bad pitch. And, folks, he's going on it. Ball got fumbled by the catcher and almost took advantage of it. Sees the opportunity, moved. Can't blame him there. Count 1-0. Here's a strike. Count 1-1. Pitch comes in. Down in the dirt. That's going to be another ball. You can tell Tatone kind of getting a little edgy, if you will. Getting a little sloppy here and there. You're starting to see it bubble through in a couple times. Count 2-1. Pitch comes in. Down in the dirt again. That's going to be 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count 3-2. We are full up, folks, as Tatone checks that runner at second. Here comes the pitch. And that is a ball, and that is going to walk him. So Taylor Cormer happily making his way to first. Up now, Jamon Graham. Jamon going to get settled, and he's playing out in center field today. He'll be followed by Hunter Klein. Hunter and then Matt Henry. Jamon in center field, as I said. Hunter Klein to third, and Matt Henry short. Jamon settled in. Here comes a pitch from Tatone. It's down in the dirt, and that's a ball. I was going to say a walk, but I guess 4 balls make that walk. All right, folks, he's settled back in. Graham's ready to go. Number 33 is all set. Here's the pitch from Tatone. Strike. Good hot one on the edge there. All righty, folks, he's ready to roll. Here comes the pitch. Outside, folks. Count's going to be now 2-1 for Graham. 1 out. Runners on first and second, led by John Almas, followed by Taylor Cormer. Count 2-1. They're ready to go. Here comes the pitch from Tatone. Now, Graham gets a hold of it. Heck, it's going center field, folks. Center fielder gets right on underneath it. And Maloney picked that off, folks. Just as easy as it was cake sitting on a table. So that's 2 outs. Runner still on first and second. Hunter Klein up now, number 99. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. Hunter gets settled back in. He's ready to go. Tatone checks back his runners. Here comes the pitch. Way on out. Hunter almost slumped over after it, but didn't go for too much. So that is 2-0 on the count with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Strike. Count 2-1 for Hunter Klein. Here's the pitch again. And that one is strike 2. Count 2-2. We're evened up. Here's the pitch from Titone. It's a third ball. Count now full. 3-2 with 2 outs. Score 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning of play. Let's see what goes down. What can Hunter Klein make happen as there's 2 runners on second and first. They're on the edges. Pitch comes in. Swing and a miss, and that is an out, and that retires it up as we end this inning. We're going to roll on into the 6th with those boys from St. Peter's at bat, and Jacob Stoley back on the mound, folks. We'll be there in just a moment if you hang tight and with us.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. And what a way to go as we creep away. This game score now 2-0 after an amazingly nice home run hit by Peyton White. Knocked it right over the left field, that tallest of the fences here at Painter Field at the Legion. Just heck of a nice little hit. Stoley on the mound here as we start the 6th inning of play, 2-0. First at bat will be number 13, I believe it should be, but it's not going to be because they've switched this up, and it's 27, who I do not have on any of my sheets. It's supposed to be Symington, but it's not. There's a strike 1. Here's a pitch from Stoley again. That's a ball. Stoley settles up on the mound. He's ready to go. Checks signs. He likes it. Here's what he's sending. There's a strike. Count 1-2. Here's a pitch from Stoley. And they get a hold of it. There's the pickup. It goes to first, and it is an out. It's a 5-3 done on that one. First out. Up now it's going to be 21, Nick Whittingley. Whittingley, righty. Going to get settled in there. He's sitting tight on the edge of the box. Ready to roll. He's going to be followed by Colton Doherty, number 2. And number 5, Matt Maloney. Pitch comes in from Stoley. Out on the outside there, but tight on it. And that's going to be ball 1. 1 out. Stoley with the second pitch. Down the dirt. That's a ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Count 2-1. Here's the pitch. And oh, does he get a rip at it? Whittingley knocks it, and it's going, and it is down against the fence out in center and left. They relay it in, but they are not quick enough, and Whittingley makes his way to second base. Ball landed out there, and Graham got a hold of it, Was able to get it in the corner, but not quick enough. So up now, number 2, that's Colton Doherty. 1 out. Runner on second. Only the 3rd time they've got somebody actually out on the bases this game. He gets a rip right along the third baseline there in that hit, but it goes foul. In fact, Nick Whittingley is the only player so far from St. Peter's to even get to second base. So that's or as far as second base, really, in the grand scheme of it, and actually sit there. Anybody else who's tried to get to second got picked off right when they got there. Doherty settled in. He's ready to go. Stoley checks back at runner. Here comes the pitch. Doherty gets a crack at it. It goes up in the air, but folks, it's picked up by Matt Henry. Nice little catch there. So, folks, that is out number 2. That's going to put Matt Maloney up. Maloney struck out his last at bat, and the one before that got caught up in a double play. Stoley checks back as one runner he's got out there on the base. Here comes the pitch. Strike 1 for Matt Maloney, the center fielder, and number 5. Stoley gets ready again. He's ready to roll. Wants to shut this down, folks. 2 outs already. Here's the pitch. That's the ball. Way outside. Dick Herber had to jump out of his seat almost, if you will, to catch that thing. Alrighty, folks. Here we go. Here's the pitch again. Down again. That's the ball. Count 2-1. 2 outs. Here's another ball. Count 3-1. Alright, checks that runner back there. Here we go. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, folks. That is a strike. That count is full on Maloney. Tell Maloney's a little frustrated. Taking his time. Steps out of the box. Gives a couple swings outside the box. He steps in. He's ready to square up and go. Stoley looks like he's set for it. He checks back at runner. Count 3-2. Full up. Here comes the pitch. He gets a clip and it goes foul. Keeping himself alive. On deck is number 16, Austin Bowen, the DH. Alrighty, folks, here's the pitch. That's strike 3, folks. That is an out. That is an out, folks. So we close out the 6th inning of play. 4 batters and 1 strikeout mixed up in there. Score 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the 6th, excuse me. And Ellsbury's at bat to Tone. Still going to be on the mound as these boys from St. Peter's get situated out on the field. Stoley keeping up for the most part his fair consistency so far, staying around the 3 to 4 batter range. Last time he hit 4 batters was in the 1st and 2nd innings. Then he went 3 innings with 3 batters, and he's had a heck of a nice little line of strikeouts. So we'll update you and let you know how that all pans out as we go. But we'll see what he does. Tatone's still on the mound. And we should be picking up, I believe, with number 1, Matt Henry at bat. coming up here on the half hour. We will see what's going down. Henry will be followed by number 47. That's Kellen McCann. And then number 5, Austin Bargan, the DH. Score 2-0. And my memory is faint right now with AAA ball. I think they have to go 7 innings or maybe even 9 for a full game. They don't cut it as short as some of like single A and stuff. So we'll see how this all pans out, and we'll keep it going until the action stops. But that first pitch from Tatone is a strike to Matt Henry. There's a ball. A little bit of a bobble. Henry steps out. Okay, folks. He gets back on in that box. He's ready to go. Stepping up to the edge of that box. Count 1-1. He's ready. Here comes a pitch from Tatone. Swings and it goes foul behind the stands. So count now 1-2 for Matt Henry. Zone ready. Henry's waiting for it. Here comes the pitch. Down in the dirt, that's a ball. Count going to be 2-2. Evened up. We'll see what Nick Tatone can do. He's ready for it. Here it comes. Henry gets a hold of it, but it goes foul way over the visitor dugout and out into the grass. Never to be seen from or heard of again. Most likely it's a little dark to go find it, but I'm sure somebody will find it at some point. Tatone with the pitch again, and this time it gets cracked and goes foul, probably right by the concession stand. Yep. So there we go again, keeping himself alive. Count 2-2 still. Scored 2-0 in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th. Alrighty, folks, he's ready to go. Henry's wanting something. Tatone with the pitch. Henry gets a hold of it. It goes out towards shortstop. Shortstop under it and catches it. And wittingly picks that one off. There's an out. First out, up now, number 47. That's Kellen McCann. Kellen's ready to go. He's settled in the box, batting right. Tatone on the mound with the pitch. Down in the dirt. That's a ball. Alrighty, folks. 1-0, 1 out. Here's a pitch from Tatone. And boy, does Kellen McCann get a heck of a hit on it. Folks, it's going, and it is gone. And let me tell you, it is higher. And wow, that is a heck of a thing, folks. Kellen McCann knocked that thing probably a good 20 to 30 feet higher up than Peyton's, but definitely about 40 feet farther over as well. Traced a nice, good way right over. With a light post you would see on your screen and the frozen screen, it went to that far left one just right on the edge of it. Heck of a beautiful hit. Kellen McCann, home run. What a way to go. Up now, number 5, that's Austin Bargan. Score 3-0 here in the 6th. Pitch comes in. It's off the top of the catcher's glove. Pops off of Finnegan's hand and back against the net. Really wish we had video for this, folks. These home runs have been something to see. He gets the edge of that one and it goes foul. Count now 1-1 for Austin Bargan. Strike two. Frost and Bargain. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Count 2-2. Swing and a miss. That sends him backing up, folks. Second out. Up now, Peyton White. Peyton not got home run going his last at bat in the fifth. Let's see if Lightning can strike once, twice, or again. Pitch comes in. That's a ball. Here it comes. He gets a clip at it and it goes foul. Titone's still on the mound. Number 15 for St. Peter's, post number 313, AAA. Here's with the windup, and here comes. And he gets a rip at it. It goes in between the third baseman and shortstop, and Peyton White's going to make his way to first base. Nice little hit there. Good level off the good little level grounder. Up now it's going to be Cole Dickerber, number 2, catching today for these boys and sitting behind the plate, helping Jacob Stoley put this game together. Let's see what Cole can do. Here's a pitch. And he gets a rip at it. Goes right into the glove of the third baseman. And that is an out. So, folks, that wraps up the 6th inning of play. Score now 3-0 in favor of Ellsbury. Not much of a change on that pace, obviously. These Ellsbury boys pulling it off and putting something together, making it work as we head into the 7th, folks. First at bat should be number 16, Austin Bowen, the DH. He'll be followed by number 37, Tyler Finnegan, and number 12, Jack Schneider. Still on the mound, Stoley warming up for this inning. Just a recap of where the players are on the field. Stoley's on the mound, obviously. Behind home plate is Dickerber. First is McCann. Second is Cormer. Shortstop is Henry. Third base is Klein. Then Almas in left, Graham in center, and White in right. 2 home runs, one by White and one by I can't even think off the top of my head right now. Kellen McCann highlighted this game so far for these fellas. The other scored run was by Jamon Graham at the start of the game. He made a heck of a good move on it and took an opportunity there and worked on it well. So, Cole Dickerber all suited up now. He was out there at bat, so he's ready to roll now. And looks like we're about to get this game started as Bowen steps up to the plate here in a second. He's going to be followed by, as I said, Finnegan and Schneider. So, Stoley is ready on the mound. Dickerber settling behind the plate, and number 16, that's Austin Bowen, the DH, is in the box. He's batting right. So far, not had the best of luck here at the plate. Strike one. He knocked the ball towards third, and they threw it to first and got him out in the 4th, and similar situation in the 1st. Strike two. Stoley is honed in. I got to tell you, this kid is on point, and unlike a lot of these guys who've had probably a couple weeks lag, a lot more weeks lag than most, he came off a just playing in the Final Four, I think, a week or so ago. He's still dialed in. He's still on point. And even though these guys have been practicing, keeping up, things like that, I think that level of competition and consistent pushing is definitely probably something good for him to bring to this level. All right, here's the pitch. He gets a clip at it, and he gets a hold of it. Second base goes to first, and it's an out. So that is out number one as Finnegan steps up to the plate here in the top of the seventh. Here's a pitch. That's a ball. It was low and out towards the corner there. Finnegan gets settled in, number 37. He's ready to roll. Here comes a pitch from Stoley. Low again. That's another ball. Here comes a pitch from Stoley right about now. And it zips on in, and that's a strike. Count 2-1, 1 out. Here we go again. Swing and a miss, folks, and that's a strike. Count now evened up at 2-2, 1 out. Swing and a miss on that, folks, and that is the third strike, retiring Tyler Finnegan, and bringing up Jack Schneider. 2 outs as Schneider steps up to the plate. Schneider playing third base for these fellas. Here's the pitch from Stoley. Strike one. Here comes again. Strike two. Like I said, Stoley's dialed in. Kid's focused. Jack Schneider gets settled back in that box. He's ready to go, batting right. Here comes the pitch from Stoley. That's high and it's ball. Here we go. Count 1-2. Here comes Stoley. Strike three, folks. Here's that third out. And we're going to flip stuff up as the boys switch out on the field. Tome will be back on the mound as we head into the bottom of the seventh inning of play. Once again, consistency for Stoley. He's keeping those number of batters down and racking those counts up. Titone's still on the mound as we head into the bottom of the seventh. Up first will be John Almost, number 14. We'll see what John Almost can do for these boys as he sets it up. Almost will be followed by number 16, Taylor Cormer. Almost in left field and Cormer second base. Then we'll hit the top of the lineup with number 33, Jamon Graham. Been through, this will be the fourth time we hit their lineup if we make it. Well, we generally will make it to Jamon. If worst comes to worst, Jamon Graham would be the last, even if they struck out all three. So we will hit the fourth point of their lineup for St. Peter's. They're still easily one more inning or more away from hitting, at least another full inning away from hitting their fourth circle of the lineup. All right. It does appear that there has been a change. Give me a minute, and I will figure out where we're going with this. 37, which I do not see listed anywhere, is now behind the plate, and on the mound is a new pitcher. Which I will try to figure out who it is. I didn't see his number when he came out here. 44. It's going to be Grant Jacobs. Grant Jacobs takes over here. So Grant Jacobs takes over in the middle of the seventh inning for Nick Titone. Nick had a on and off consistency, I'd say, taking on the Salisbury team, but he did as best as he probably could with the situation. John almost ready to go. Grant Jacobs ready. Here comes a pitch from Jacobs. Loses his hat with the pitch. Jacobs settles in. 1 ball on the count. Here comes the pitch to Almost now. He gets a clip at it. It goes foul. Count now. 1-1. Pitch comes in from Jacobs. Hopefully they don't lose any more balls. The ump is out, signaling to both coaches a little bit ago that he is out of baseballs in his pockets. Count 2-1. No outs. Pitch comes in to Almas. Strike 2. Jacobs ought to tighten up his head. He's lost it about every time he's pitched. Every time he throws. Either it's a little loose on his head or he's just really getting wild with it. Here's the pitch again. And that one goes high, so there's another ball. I think we were on a full count, and he lost his head again. Full count for Almas. Pitch comes in, and it's a ball, and it's going to walk John Almas. John Almas makes his way to first base. Up now, Taylor Cormer. Taylor, this will be his third at bat. Knocked the ball over to the short, then to first, and then they were able to get to first, on a grounder there in the third, and then he got as far as first base before they sealed up the fifth inning of play. Cormer's ready to go. Here comes the first pitch, and that's a strike. Cormer ready. He shows bunt. He bunts it. It's a good bunt. Pitcher picks it up, gets it first. They overshoots it, though. And, boys, let me tell you what, people are moving. John almost gets his way all the way around to third on that little fumble. The ball went into the hand, or was headed for the hand of Carnes. So Carnes bobbled it enough that Cormer safe and almost was able to get all the way to third. Got runners on the corners as Jamon Graham steps on up. Graham had a fly out to center in his last at bat. And then got picked off at home, home. His first at bat. Pitch comes in. Ball 1. Pitch comes in from Jacobs. Strike. Count 1-1. This Jacobs and his fallen hat maneuver, I kind of wish we had video so all folks at home could see it. He really is whipping around and losing at every pitch. Jacobs with the pitch. Swing and a miss by Graham. Count 1-2. Graham's got an opportunity here to make something really smooth. We got runners at third, and Cormer was able to get to second on one of those last little slip-ups. So he gets a clipped edge of it, and it goes foul. Alrighty, folks. At least I don't think I'm the only one not noticing that this guy's hat's falling off every time. Every pitch he does. But anyway, Graham steps on in. He's squared up to go. Count 1-2. Jacobs is ready with it. Here it comes. Down in the dirt, and it's a ball. Graham signals to hold off. Let's see what happens here, folks. Count is evens. Grant Jacobs checks where his runners are at. He winds up. Here it comes. And, folks, it's a ball. We are full up of water, folks. Here it comes. See what happens. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, folks. And that sends Jamon Graham back to the dugout with the first out. Brings up Hunter Klein. Klein will be followed by Matt Henry. Runners on second and third, leading John Almus and Taylor Cormer. Number 99 gets settled in the box. He's ready. Grant Jacobs looks. He likes what he sees. Here. Whoop. They call it time as Klein started to show bunt. Number 37, who is not on our roster. Or no, yes he is. Sorry. Tyler Finnegan jumped up and ran up there. Talked to Jacobs for a minute. He gets settled back in. They're ready to go again. Klein gets settled. He's ready to roll. His bat's held high. Jacobs checks where those runners are at. He likes what he sees. Here's the windup. Here it comes. Bunt showed again. They go for the throw, but they don't go through with it. Jacobs ready on the mound again. Klein steps in the box. He's showing that bunt. Pulls back up. He's ready to roll. They flinch again like they're going to go for it. 2 balls. For Hunter Klein. 1 out. 3-0 in the 7th inning of play. We're in the bottom of the 7. Jacobs checks where those runners are again. They go for the ball option. You got to think he's wondering if they're going to try to make a slick move on it. They're both in scoring position. They're both quick. They both pulled stuff before in terms of being fast, at least edgingly. So you got to keep that off, keep that score down from any worst bite on them. Pitch comes in, and that's a strike. Count now 3-1 for Hunter Klein. Hunter Klein looks to his coach, gets a signal, steps in the batter's box. Jacobs settles down. He's ready to go. He winds up. Here it comes. Shows bunt. There's a quick bunt on it. It's a good bunt. He's moving for first. But they're saying he's out. Well, they're claiming he's out, but he's safe. So we've got runners on all 3 bases. I don't exactly get where they were calling that out. I heard about 3 people holler at once. So we got runners at first, second, and third. That's John Almus, Tyler Cormer, and Hunter Klein. Strike 1 for Matt Henry. 1 out. Here's a pitch from Jacobs. Swings and it goes foul, folks. 2 strikes. Alrighty, folks. Here it comes. That one a little high. It's a ball this time. Okie dokie. Count 1-2. Grant Jacobs looks. Here's the pitch. Hat falls off, flies off the tip of his bat. They move thinking they're going to have to cut off somebody at home. Nobody's moving, though, on them. As Matt Henry is out. That's the second strikeout of this inning. Up now, number 47, Kellen McCann. Kellen homered it. Let's see what Kellen can do. Kellen McCann gets settled back in. Grant Jacobs checks where all those runners are at. Places are full. He gets a rip, and it goes straight through the field, folks. Let's see what happens. And, folks, there's an out at second, and that is the third out, and that seals up before anything real can happen on that. And what a way to go. So, folks, that settles out the 7th inning of play. We're going to now head into the 8th and see what can happen as Jacob Stoley still sits upon the mound for these fellas. I think it's Stoley still. Well, nope. Actually, excuse me. We are switching it up. It's going to be number 3. That's Manning Johnson. Manning Johnson will be on the mound in this 8th inning. Now, just a retrospect looking at this. 1, 2, 3, 12 strikeouts for Jacob Stoley. 12 strikeouts for for 24. 50% of the batters he faced tonight, he struck out. Half of the guys who came up to the plate were 3 strikes and done. That's a heck of a nice little roll for him. Definitely something to be proud of. Jacob Stoley now out of the game as they put Manning Johnson on the plate. Or excuse me, on the mound. Manning Johnson will be facing his first batter of number 33. That's Noah Brown in place of Kevin Carnes here in the 8th inning of play. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Pitch comes in. High, that's a ball. Manning Johnson looking around. Here it comes. Strike two. Strike three, folks. Here we go. That's first out there in the 8th inning of play. Up now is going to be number 90. No, they are going through a lot of switching up here. Number 7, Matt Gales. Strike for him. Count 1-1 for Matt Gales. There's strike two. Manning Johnson working from the mound. Number 7 gets settled back in the batter's box. He's ready to roll. Here comes the pitch. And there we go. That retires him. That's the second batter down. Up now. Used to be Symington, but now it is probably somebody else. Since they've been rotating through. It's gonna be number 44. That's Jordan Richards. Or no, excuse me. I've been reading from the wrong list the whole time. They've all got the same numbers. Number 44 is Grant Jacobs. This is the pitcher. It wasn't Gales before. It was actually Austin Dennison. Count 2-0-2. Manning Jacobs with the pitch. Strike three, folks. Way to close that deal up, folks. Way to close that deal up. And now as we head into the bottom of the 8th, we will see what happens from the mound with Grant Jacobs still on it, and we'll see if these fellas from Ellsbury can do any more damage as we process further. First at bat should be, I believe, Austin Bargan. We will see if that is true as we break away for a message from one of our sponsors.
As your American Family Insurance agent, Margie Koch believes there's more to insurance than the policy itself. It's about protecting your dreams, including your life, family, home, car, or your business. Please call Margie today to discuss how American Family can help safeguard what you value the most. Her office is located at 200 Broadway Street in Ellsbury, Missouri. You can call 573-898-3161 for more information.
Alrighty, we are back here at Painter Field in at the Legion. Once again, we're in the 8th inning of play. We're going to see what these boys can do. Score 3-0. Okay. They're getting the old base cleaned off at home plate. And number 5 is stepping on up. That is Austin Bargan, as we said. So we'll see where this goes. Bargain steps on into the box. We're ready. Grant Jacobs still on the mound. And folks, he gets a clip of that and it goes foul. That one rips off the backstop. Gets another foul ball, so count is now 1-2 here in the 8th. Pitch comes in. That looked a little tight to me. I almost thought it was a strike, but alrighty, folks. Count is even, I believe, now for Austin Bargain. No outs here in the 8th. Grant Jacobs with the pitch. And it's low and it's a ball. Still losing his hat. Might offer him one of our extra headsets, see if that'll hold it on tight for him. It keeps to just fall off every time he throws. Here comes a pitch from Jacobs. And there's a rip by Bargain right on out into left field, towards center, but left field gets a hold of it and sends it back on in, but he is still at first base. Got a hold of that nicely and moved. Folks, once again, thanks for joining us here on the Indian Sports Network to bring you all the action live. Obviously, just an audio-only broadcast isn't always ideal when we can do the video and we have that possibility, but like I've said before, sometimes technology doesn't want to play. First pitch to Peyton White is a ball. Here's the pitch. That one a little tight. Ball as well. Alrighty. Count 2-1. Runner moving. Rips the ball towards second. Runners are going, though, folks. And let me tell you, Austin Bargain is moving, and he got to third. We got runners on the corners now as Peyton White is at first. Bargain saw that opportunity. He moved. Can't argue that. Can't blame that. Can't stop that. Good thinking on his part. Was going for the steal on it. If that ball got loose, he went even farther. Up now, number 2, that's Cole Dickerber. And Jacobs on the mound for St. Peter's. Here's the pitch. He gets a rip at it, and it goes foul. These boys knocking a lot of foul balls out of the park today. Oh, count is 0-1. Runner going for home, folks, and he's moving for it. He's safe. Or he's out. They say he's out. Austin Morgan made a push for it. I thought he was there clean, but they're saying he was out. I guess he edged the base, and Finnegan got his hand on him. But that's the first out right there. So Peyton White, the only runner they have now, out on first. Dick Herbert's showing bunt. They're trying to keep that runner at first honest. They're trying to keep White on his toes. We'll see what happens here, folks. Still 3-0 in the bottom of the eighth. Shows bunt, pulls back. They go for the throw to second. He is safe. Ball gets bobbled. He's going to keep moving. He is going on. White gets there to third. And are they saying he's out? Yep, they say he's out. They say they got the ball there quick enough. And he is out at 5. So we got 2 outs now, and heck, too darn quick in my opinion, but that is what it is. Count for Cole Dick Herbert is 0-2. Here's the pitch from Grant Jacobs. It's coming in. And that's a ball. Let's see what happens, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Grant Jacobs settled in on the mound. He's checking his runners. He's coming wind up, and there goes. And it's a ball. Count 2-2. We're evens. Grant Jacobs settles up. He winds up. Here it comes. And that's a ball. Count now, full. Isn't really much going back from here, folks. Grant Jacobs gets ready. Winds up. Here's the pitch. Boy, does he get a hold of it, folks. Cole Dickerber knocks that thing out into center field, and he is moving. Just a moving. He's going to sit now at first base with that hit as John Olmus steps up to the plate. All right. Grant Jacobs ready. Almost settled in the box. They go for that throw at first. They're just trying to pick him off and end this. Stop any possibility these Ellsbury boys get on a roll and plowing through. Grant Jacobs looks back. He's checking over his corner. Here comes the pitch. They go for the throw at first. Dick Herbert's on it, though. He isn't going to let him. He's covered in so much dust and dirt now, you can't tell what color his jersey is probably. At least the front side of it. Jacobs looks over. He's getting ready. He goes for the pitch. Here's strike 2. Okay, Grant Jacobs winds up. Here it comes. Strike. I mixed up what I said earlier. You gotta apologize, folks. It is 2 balls, 1 strike on John. I had it flipped. There's another ball. We're evens. Excuse me. We're 3-2. Almost get settled in. And they walk him, folks. John almost goes to first, and that bumps Cole Dickerber up to second. 2 outs. And that brings Taylor Cormer to the plate. Number 16, second baseman. He gets a clip at it, and it goes foul. Alrighty, folks. Grant Jacobs sitting up there on the mound, ready to go. He's definitely picked up from where Tatone left off and handled it well, but here's the pitch. Count now 1-1 for Comer. He's held up for where Tatone dropped off, but he hasn't been able to stave the situation. Definitely narrowed it up from what it could have been. That is very, very a plausible point. Grant Jacobs looks at his runners. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Here's a strike. Count 1-2. 3-0. 8th inning. 2 outs. This is Jake Thompson on the Indian Sports Network bringing you all the action live here from Painter Field in Ellsbury, Missouri. As we've already, and I didn't even notice it, crossed the 10 o'clock hour and hit the quarter. All right, count 1-2. Let's see what happens. Swing and a miss, folks. And that is a strike, and that is the 3rd out. So we are done with the 8th inning of play, and we head into the 9th. Still up 3-0 for Ellsbury. Let's see what can be done on the mound. As probably Manning Johnson returns to that point. First batter up should be the top of their lineup, Nick Whittingly. Or Whitling, excuse me. And it will still be Manning Johnson on the mound. Alrighty, folks. As I said, that score is 3-0. Jacob Stoley had a heck of a nice start to this game. Half the batters he saw, 24 of them, he sent back packing. They didn't even get to leave the batter's box, so that's definitely something to be proud of. Last inning, number 3, that's Manning Johnson. He stepped up to the plate and did a heck of a nice little job doing a 1-2-3. Strike them all out. Adding that to the repertoire of today's game. We're in the top of the 9th now as Nick Whitling, can't read my own handwriting. Whitling steps into the batter's box. That's number 21. He is their shortstop. Let's see what Johnson can do. There's the pitch. That's a ball. Okay, here comes a pitch from Johnson. Down the dirt this time. That's another ball. Wasn't too prolific with throwing a lot of balls in his first time on the mound, but we'll see what he does now. There's a third one. Here's the pitch from Johnson. Strike one. Count now, 3-1. He gets a clip and it goes foul. Count now, 3-2. So let's see what can go down. There's a swing and a clip, and it gets picked up by the third baseman, goes to first, and it's an out. That was just nicely scooped up by Klein and got over to McCann. Taken care of, just like it needed to be. So that's the first out. Up now, Colton Doherty. Doherty struck out, flew out to left, and then flew out to short his last couple at-bats. So here's the first pitch from Johnson. Strike one. Here comes the pitch. It's a little high. That's a ball. Count 1-1, 1 out. Score 3-0 in the ninth. There's the pitch. It goes, nice little clip to it, and it goes foul over the dugout and out into la-la land. So the count now is 1-2 for Doherty. Here it comes. He gets a clip. Shortstop picks it up, goes to first, and there's an out. Matt Henry got that and sent it straight flying to McCann. So we're at 2 outs. Second batter. Now we're up to the third batter. That's Matt Maloney. Third in the lineup, number 5, and their center fielder. Matt has been part of a little cavalcade in the first inning, getting a double play. He struck out the other 2 at bats, so we'll see what he can do here. Facing Manning Johnson. Pitch comes in. That's a ball. Once again, folks, thanks for joining us tonight on the Indian Sports Network. We've had a great time bringing you this game. Really done well with it. There's a strike. All right, Manny Johnson's ready. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count now. 1-2 for Manny Johnson on the mound, and Colton Doherty Maloney on the plate. Maloney's ready for it. Johnson with the pitch. Ball. Count 2-2, evens. 2 outs. Score 3-0 in the ninth inning of play here in this AAA game. St. Peter's, Ellsbury. Here's the pitch. Count now, full. Full across the board, folks. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball, and that's going to walk him and send him to first. Up now is going to be Austin Bowen. Bowen, the DH, also had some mixed success from the batter's box. We'll see what Manning can do with him. Goes foul there. Hard and to the right. 1 strike. Manny Johnson ready on the mound. He looks, checks around, likes what he sees. He winds up. Here it comes. There's a ball. Count 1-1. Bowen gets settled back in. Here comes the pitch. He gets a clip at it. It goes foul. Count now. 1-2. And the ump is out of balls. Somebody's going to have to get him one, or we are out of play. The game is at a standstill as a lack of balls. So, as a recap, Manning Johnson on the mound. Most of the other position players still at where they need to be from earlier in the game. So that only switch being when they pulled Jacob Stoley out. Here's a pitch. He gets a clip at it. It's going high. Pitcher's under it. Goes to first. Tagged up, and it's an out, folks. It's an out. So there's the third one as we finish up this point here and round out this game. Score 3-0 in the 9 innings of play. AAA Legion ball. Ellsbury wins over St. Peter's. Heck of a game by Jacob Stoley to start it out, and good pitching by Manning Johnson to finish it. These guys played hard. They did well. Once again, thank you for joining me. This is Jake Thompson here on the Indian Sports Network, bringing you all the action live from wherever Ellsbury teams play or are represented. Thank you for staying with us. If you did join us through the whole broadcast, I know we hopped back and forth between streaming and not as we tried to rectify the issues with our video program. I'm going to hand it over to some of much more wiser and intelligent people than me for tomorrow morning's work, and they'll get it all figured out so that when our next broadcast we don't have this happen again. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening. And this is Jake Thompson once again with the Indian Sports Network signing off. Good night.